Historic flooding as Ida traveled across the Northeast. Parts of New York and New Jersey received up to a foot of rain as the New York City subway system shut down overnight. Newark Airport also suspended all flights. Ginger Z's in Passaic, New Jersey with more.
A flash flooding siege in the Northeast. States of emergency in New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania. Multiple deaths reported as the remnants of Ida merged with the front to produce chaos. For the first time in recorded history, the National Weather Service issuing a flash flood emergency for all 5 boroughs of New York City. More than 7 inches of rain in just a few hours. The Western Hemisphere's busiest subway system shut down. Waterfalls pouring down station stairs, trains pulling in to find platforms submerged. People wading through waist-high water, above ground stranded cars, and water rescues everywhere.
FDNY members rescuing someone who has been trapped in that Jeep for now well over an hour.
Our New York station, WABC, right there, as a man was finally brought to safety. And in Queens, a partial building collapse, at least 2 people killed. And at Newark Airport in New Jersey, the wettest day ever recorded. Flooding taking over baggage claim terminals, hundreds of flights canceled. Passaic, New Jersey Mayor Hector Lora pleading during the storm for people to stay inside.
We have too many areas where the flooding has gotten so bad that cars are stuck and we have bodies underwater. We are now retrieving bodies.
The same system torturing southern New Jersey and Pennsylvania earlier in the evening with at least 6 tornadoes.
Look at that tornado!
Nearly 25 homes in Mullica Hill, a total loss. Others shredded.
See branches start to get carried by the wind past my house. The chair on our front porch got flipped, and it was nuts.
In Horsham, Pennsylvania, the storm uprooting trees, tipping semis. And in Allegheny County, 41 people, mostly students, in this bus rescued. Experts attributing the frequency of these extreme rainfall events to human-caused climate change.
In reality, what was once the 100-year flood, the flood that had about a 1% chance of happening any given year, isn't the 100-year flood anymore.
And Ginger Z joins me live now from Passaic, New Jersey. Ginger, what's it like there right now?
Well, the water is gone, but you can see a stranded vehicle there behind me. There's mud from the river, which is easily 2 blocks that way. And then this vehicle shows you how high the water was. There's a water line and a couple of little sticks that were likely debris left up there. So waist-high water. I've been talking to people around here. They said that the water was higher overnight than it was in Sandy. There are 2 people still missing here in Passaic, thought to have washed away in the river, at least 1 person dead. We're seeing debris fill the streets, and it's going to be a big day of people cleaning up not just their basements and first floors, but getting the roads cleared of vehicles. The roads, so many of them still closed this morning. It is really one of those moments, Diane, where you say, okay, this was so extreme, worse than we've ever seen. What's next?
And Ginger, the fact that the water's all gone shows how quickly it comes and it goes. We have footage coming in now live from Connecticut, where the water is still there and rescues are underway. How dangerous is a situation like this, particularly when we had this combination last night of the tornado warnings and the flash flood warnings?
Right. So we've got a flash flood emergency was issued. A flash flood emergency is different than just the regular flash flood warning, which, by the way, is deadly enough, right? I always say when there's a flash flood warning, don't go in your car. More than half the deaths in flash flooding happen in vehicles. So a flash flood emergency was what made this unique. And unique because the National Weather Service in New York issued it for the 5 boroughs of New York for the first time. Issued for exceedingly rare situations, severe threat to human life, just like we saw last night with catastrophic damage. The most unfortunate part as we see that rainfall of more than 8 inches across this large swath, 3 to 5 inch per hour rainfall rates. The part that bothers me the most is we've been talking about Ida's remnants hitting this front, causing severe flash flooding for days. In the last 24 hours, the warnings were there. The communication, obviously, did not get through. And that's the part we need to work on top of sustainability and finding a way to live in a new climate reality with extremes.
We're looking at footage now from Philadelphia. You can just see the tops of cars. These cars are completely submerged in water there. How long, Ginger, do you think it's going to take for not only the Northeast, but the country to recover from Ida's damage from the Gulf Coast all the way up?
Well, the video that you were just seeing is the Schuylkill River in Philadelphia. The mayor there asking people who live in flood zones to stay in place because the rain's been gone for hours, but the river has been rising. It should crest any moment. It is going to crest close to record stage. They are seeing significant flooding even after the water pulls away. So we won't know the extent of damage from Ida for a few days, but we already saw millions and millions of dollars in damage. I was 36 hours ago. I was still in New Orleans and still seeing all of the collapsed buildings and then the water still standing in some of those parishes. So many parts of this country now feeling exactly how the rest, I guess that brings us together in some sick way, even when you look at the fires in those extremes and all the people out of their homes this morning in South Lake Tahoe.
Yeah, it's amazing to see the broad impact this storm has had. Ginger Zee in Passaic, New Jersey. Ginger, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.